All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got my music. I'm playing my music. Hold on. There we go. Okay. We're good to go.
Powered by Riverside.
We had some of them technical difficulties. Cole's gonna jump back in at some point. There you go. I told you he was coming back. There you go.
Yeah.
Man, what's happening? What's good?
Yeah.
What's going on? It is your boy, Garrett Hughes, here from the couch. We bring you another edition of the greatest fan sports show you ever heard and seen in your life. Once again, I am your host, Garrett Hughes. This is where we have a sports debate each and every week for the fans, by the fans. I always have a panel with me. Today, I got my crew with me once again. Daryl McCaddy, what's happening, brother? How you feeling?
Hey, what's going on? I'm feeling good. I'm blessed. I'm here. Glad to be here. Appreciate you.
I tell you, I gotta say, man, you always give us a some type of baseball reference. You're giving us the Detroit Tiger right now. I like it. I like it.
Hey, it's baseball season, and I represent. I like baseball, so I represent.
No, that's our baseball resident right there, no doubt about it. And we got the one, the only, the infamous J. Coles. What's going on, brother? What's going on?
I ain't doing nothing. Can't wait.
Doing nothing?
You know what I'm saying? Back with the boys.
Back with the boys.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah,
we on the couch, man. No doubt about it. All right, y'all. Well, we had to miss last week. We had some technical stuff going on. Had some other stuff going on. But man, hey, the show keep moving, man. So we here this week. That's what we got going on. If this your first time watching and listening to the show, we like to talk about different topics that we bring up, and we discuss the topics amongst ourselves before we get on the show. So today we haven't got a chance to talk about LeBron going to Philly yet. So we gotta mention that at some point because we ain't talked about it yet. Cole's brought us a good boxing topic today. Keyshawn Davis, the welterweight, the brother out of Virginia, he has backed out of the fight with Devin Haney. So we definitely gonna dig into that to see what's going on and get into the ins and outs of that. And also being that it's preseason football time in the NFL, we're going to talk about the NFC South. That's the Atlanta Falcons, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the New Orleans Saints, and who the last team? Carolina Panthers. And then that last segment, y'all, we're gonna run our mouth, talk about whatever we want to talk about during that time. So there it is. All right, so we backing it all the way up. I wish my man Quez was here because he was here with us last week, and then we had all that technical stuff going on. So, but that's all right. LeBron to Philly, man. LeBron to Philly. He made a decision a couple of weeks ago. That brother is going to Philadelphia. He has a team around him. They got a lot of good players. I'm coming to you, Coles, first. Tell me how you feel it's going to work out for him in Philly.
It just depends on the pieces that they get, man. Like we talked about, LeBron getting older in his career. Can he still ball though physically? Yeah, he can. But I think more so wherever he goes now, like Bron, they gonna be looking at Bron like for the playoffs. They want him to be strong and healthy during the playoffs. So I think whatever they do, they just gotta get those pieces where they can make it throughout the regular season, you know what I'm saying, and make it into the playoffs strong or whatever. I mean, I think they already had the pieces. I think it's just a matter of Wade how he you feel me? Yeah.
They got to play some highlights while you're talking, man. Go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I mean, it's just gonna be how he fit in and if he can add to. I mean, it's LeBron. I mean, everything about his game can fit into anywhere. He's just gonna have to humble himself though. But I guess we'll see.
We'll see. All right, McCaddy, give me your thoughts on him, McCaddy.
Yeah.
He's got the pieces around him for sure. I mean, you got Brown, you got Maxey, you got Embiid, and I think I said this before. I think LeBron and Brown are going to take pressure off of Embiid, which I think you'll see Embiid more than 28 games during the season because he don't have to do as much. I also think the spacing on the floor is going to be different as well. I heard what Coles was stating about, they want LeBron for the playoffs. But I also think LeBron's going to have to play a decent amount of minutes so they can gel and get ready so they can perform in the playoffs. Because, you don't want to get to the playoffs and, missing backdoor cuts, not knowing what guys are trying to do and things of that nature.
I got you.
I do believe he'll play more minutes than we're probably anticipating. But as far as the pieces, the only pieces I think they really need is to probably acquire some depth, for the bench because, New York ain't going away. Detroit is still probably going to have a decent team, I'm sure. And then the rest of the field on the East. So I think that and Boston, we can't forget about Boston now. So
no, you
Boston
can't. You can't.
Boston is regrouping. So I really think that LeBron is in a pretty good spot. And I called it when nobody else was saying that he was going to Philadelphia. I said it.
You take to get there. You did call it. You did say it.
I said he's probably going to go to Philadelphia, and I think that he Philadelphia is a good move for him because it's on the East, and it's also safe for him if you think about it. It's really safe because for some reason, without him, every year Philadelphia manages to get into that dance. They get in the playoffs. Now how far they go is different, but they get there. And I think that LeBron looked at all that. Do I want a team that is good and may get there, or do I want a team that I know for sure is going to get there? So at least I can seal my legacy for these next 2 years by going all out. Now, whether I win it or not, I don't know, but at least I'm going all out and I'm going to be on the playoffs for the end of my career. That's my take on it.
All right. Let me say this first. He being that he's 41, almost 42 years old, and still being able to not only ball at a high level, to be able to decide where he's going to go and be an intricate part of an NBA franchise, that's still saying a lot. 41, 42 years old, and he's an integral part of what any team is going to do. Any team. Not only was Philly, be any team. He is going to a better spot for himself because he is older, and trying to carry a team like that, and you've been in the league for 20-something years, man, your legs, he's not going to be able to do it. He's just not. But he got the pieces around him, especially with Jaylen Brown, Maxey, and Embiid. If those guys are healthy, and if they can find a way to be able to share this thing they call basketball and just really be a part of a team and don't look at it as an individual thing, they are going to be tough to beat. And when you get into the playoffs, you got to beat me 4 times. You can beat me 1 time. Right. You can beat me twice. But you got to beat me 4 times. And that's different. That is very different. So with that being said, it's no wonder why a lot of pundits, a lot of the journalists, a lot of former players, former coaches, former GMs are saying that they have already skyrocketed to the team to beat, even though New York got their whole starting 5 back anyway.
Right.
And so with that being said, now I'm coming to both of you brothers. There's a lot of talk about LeBron ring chasing out there. So my first question to either one of y'all: 1, do you feel he's ring chasing? And 2, is that a negative thing in your opinion? Anybody?
I'm gonna be honest, and you probably know where I'm coming from.
Don't do it.
I think that if you're gonna be self-proclaim yourself as the GOAT, it is imperative that you substantiate that term, the GOAT, especially when you're saying it yourself. A la, Muhammad Ali, he was telling you he's the greatest of all time, but he sure improved. LeBron is calling himself the GOAT, and he's not. He's not the greatest of all time.
Now, bro, that ain't what I asked you now. Don't you get my show hyped up because that's what you're about to do now.
But I do think he's chasing rings to solidify his legacy to compete with those people who are in that category. How about that?
Well, I mean, is it a negative thing in your opinion?
No, it's not negative because the name of the game is to win. So it's not negative. But when you want that GOAT and you want that, people can break that up where, you had to go elsewhere to do what you did, opposed to Kobe and Jordan and Bill Russell. Them guys stayed in one place and did their damage. And so that's always going to be an asterisk by his name when it comes to that.
Cole? I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
My bad.
There you go. There you go. All right.
I used to say the same thing though. Like he had an asterisk beside his name, right? But how could we put an asterisk beside his name if this is what he is known to do, right? So at the end of the day, when people say he's the GOAT of what? When you say is he the GOAT of chasing rings and stat wise, like padding the books or filling his stats, all right, maybe so. But everybody has a different version of what GOAT is. But is he ring chasing? Yes, I do think he's ring chasing because it further cements his legacy and what he started and how his career has been. And I ain't mad at it because yes, it's too late in his career to say I want to stay with one team unless it was with the Lakers, but I want to stay with one team and build a team or have a team built around me or coaching. Nah. So at this point, yeah, he going somewhere where he has the best chance of winning the most, not just regular season, but winning a championship. And if that's what he want to do, then he's at that point in his career where I don't knock it. But again, is it bad? Nah. Why? Because that's been him. That's what he's done. So it ain't nothing different now for me, at least.
Yeah, I got you. It's tough to No, it's not tough. I mean, LeBron probably stop. LeBron has had the best NBA career for any player ever. We talking about from the time he came in to the time he is right now. To once again, is it 23 or 24 years, whatever it is. He's been able to be consistently good, and at some point, he's not 22-year-old Bron, he's not 32-year-old Bron, but he's still effective at his age to the point where he's still able to play NBA basketball. There's a lot of guys that get in their 30s and they can't compete on that court anymore. So I have to give him credit to be able to the longevity. I mean, to be able to play this long, you're going to accumulate stats because it might be 10 people in NBA history that have played 20 years.
Right.
Yeah. So he's going to accumulate stats, no doubt about it. And I don't know. Hold on. I got a chatter right here. Hold on. Just got a question. Because, the chat love to talk trash to us. He love to talk trash to us. Let's see. Here we go. He's gotten a ring for every team he's played for. And they said, hold on. And they said, why would he go to a team that has no chance of winning?
Why would he?
I don't think.
Yeah, why would he do that?
I don't think. I think that the viewer is correct. I mean, if you're gonna hop around, I'm definitely not looking for a loser to play with. And that's what I was saying. If you're gonna go to another team, you want to go to a team a la Durant. You want to go to a team that's winning, so you can join in that party and possibly help with that party.
Right.
Word.
I will say to something that you said just a moment ago, Gary. You're right about everything you said. He started his longevity with his career. He's been balling. He's still good enough and effective enough to be playing on this level and to be a bona fide starter, in the NBA. I said, but a lot of people forget 4 of those years he didn't play in college like a lot of the players did. So that's fresher legs too. You know what I mean? That's a high school.
Yeah, it came in at 18. Yeah, I got you.
Right. And so, and if you think about it, like they say in college, when you're preparing in college, them 4 years you play in college is really about 6 years because of the running and the conditioning that they do all year round. So if you look at it that way, you minus 6 years, he's almost, just above better than everybody else who plays, their 13, 14, 15 seasons. So but other than that, it doesn't take away from how good he's been and how good he will be when he decides to put the shoes away in the locker room. I just think that when we always have this GOAT conversation, and LeBron, there's documents. I wish we had clips of it, but he was talking about a shot he made in Cleveland, and he said that's what made me the GOAT when I made that shot. I mean, who says that? I mean, Kobe Bryant, he scored 81 points one night, and he didn't say, "Oh, that's going to make me the GOAT." I just think that when you're self-proclaimed, now you're drawing skeptics to you, opposed to letting your game play and then letting more people say, "Oh yeah, you the GOAT." That's just and again, like Ali. People hated Ali because he was going around talking. But once he finished, they realized how awesome this guy was.
Right.
I think it's not going to have the same effect for LeBron James.
Well, I got another one from the chat. Let's see if we can get this up here. Said, why is it if any other player chooses his next team is okay to go to a team that may have a chance to win? LeBron makes the team, he goes to a contender. Basically, what Chat's saying right there is nobody else catches the flack that LeBron catches when he moves to another team. Kevin Durant did.
Yeah, that jump was crazy too. But I mean, I don't think at this point, I don't think nobody's arguing what he's doing. It's just it boils down to how much people are going to respect what he's doing, and everybody has their different versions.
Yeah, I agree with you. Everybody got their different way to view the respect of whatever he did or has done. I got you on that. Yeah,
because even as when you look at when you played on any level, the MVP, or be it the team's MVP, the offensive MVP, or the defensive MVP, even when it came to leagues that you were in, was based off the fact that teams knew who you were and you still consistently was able to put out, right? But some of those things change in just the era of LeBron James, because it went from I think a defensive league, to which the NBA was first, because they used to allow them to play so freely and physical, to in LeBron's towards the beginning or early in LeBron's age, where they started making a league to where they wanted to see more scoring. They weren't allowing them to play so physical. So you can get into all those things, but the one thing I'll say about LeBron, and which I'll never take from him, is the fact that it takes consistency to pour into your body and to have the wear and tear on your body. And like you said, Biggie, he didn't go to college, so that may have helped. It probably did help with his NBA career, but LeBron does spend a lot of time and invest in his body, and as an athlete.
Let me
So I
say
mean,
this. Let me say this before Gary goes to the viewer. I'm going to say this though. Had he stayed in Cleveland, where did he win his first championship? The Heat.
Won his first one in Miami.
It was with
Miami.
the Heat.
Okay. Had he stayed in
And
Miami,
he left Cleveland. He left Cleveland though.
Right, he left Cleveland. But had he stayed in Miami and won 2 or 3 championships there, I bet you people would have more props for him than they do now if he had stayed there and pretty much
he won 4
out.
straight. He won 4 straight. He went to 4 straight finals in Miami when he got there. They won 2. They won 2. They lost 2, and then he went back to Cleveland.
Right, but the point I'm making is, had he stayed there, I think that people would give him more props for him hanging in there, like the viewer was just mentioning about Kobe Bryant. His last few years on the Lakers, they weren't really good, but guess what? You don't think Kobe Bryant could have went somewhere else and probably helped the team get to the promised land?
Yeah,
absolutely he could. I just think me personally, I just think that when you're a great player like LeBron is, I
Mhm.
think you make a better case for your own argument by staying where you are and doing damage. Other than
Right.
if the owners get rid of you because of money or whatever, that's different. But if you up and decide to go, I
Mhm.
mean, it's almost like I'm good, I'm great, but I still need some help.
Right. Right. Mhm.
Hey man, once again, man. Hey man, from the couch, man. Y'all just tuning in. We was talking about LeBron going to Philly. Somehow we got on his legacy. Somehow we got in the GOAT conversation. But that's how the show go, man. The show always gonna swing left. Ain't no problem. Hold on, I got one more. Hold on. They got a brother here. Okay, hold on. Y'all look at this one here. Look at this one. We said, what if black people put the same energy into uplifting the consciousness of our people? And because he talked about the GOAT conversation. Now he going somewhere else. I like it. But look, you ain't gonna hijack my show today, sir. I see what you're doing. You making a good point. I can't even deny your point.
He
I
trying to
can't.
get me started.
Yeah, I see because you read it and you thought I see you move your glasses a little bit. I saw what you're doing. I saw what you're doing.
I'm saying, I think I see a question. It says, "What do we get out of the GOAT conversations?" I just see
that
it in the
popped up
chat.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is, I think some people, when they get into GOAT conversations, they get into it going into it like it's a right or wrong. When people talk about GOAT conversations, you're really getting their opinion on who they feel their GOAT
And that's
is.
all. And that's all it ever is. Is the
Yeah.
opinion of the person you're talking to. That's all it
Yeah.
ever
That's
is.
it. It
But
ain't
I
no right or
understand.
wrong.
Right, because I try my best to understand everybody's point of view. And the thing, I
Mm-hmm.
will give both of you guys credit. You did not dismiss one dude or the other, or one player or the other. You spoke on what you felt, and that's all. That's all I ever asked. You don't have to agree. You ain't got to agree.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm not gonna ever
Yeah.
disrespect LeBron James, because LeBron James is one of the greatest that ever lace him up. So there's
Right.
no way I can
Yeah.
disrespect
Yeah.
him. You know what I'm
Right.
Yeah.
saying? But if I got a preference for another player, I got a preference for another player.
Right. And
And
that's
there
all
it
it
is.
is.
Just like, somebody that's got a
But
preference for
like
him, they got a preference for him.
I tell people all the time, like, don't have these GOAT conversations and you miss the time to appreciate, like I said, what LeBron is doing though in this era.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can talk about Jordan. Like, I appreciate everything he did for Chicago and how he gave me the memories of champ, all that stuff. But even in talking about the GOAT conversations, like they saying, almost, let's not get so wrapped in the GOAT conversation that we don't appreciate though what he is doing. And that's what I say. And I think, you know what I'm saying, even going
Had
back to Kobe.
had
Yeah,
Krause
go ahead.
not had Krause decided to pay Jordan, he would have retired in Chicago. I mean
But
that
Hmm.
now you remember Last Dance. The thing was, he wanted to get beat on the court. He didn't want to get broke up by a GM or anything like that. It's
right,
like, all right, if we're gonna
Yeah,
lose, let's lose together. But
right.
they lost,
yeah,
a whole nother way. And so I think that was
yeah.
Jordan's thing with all that. But I mean, but that's a wrap right there. We getting out of that. We getting out of that. Because y'all ain't gonna do that to my show. I can see it about to happen already. So yeah, man, from the couch, we just finished talking about LeBron going to Philly. Good conversation. When we come back, we'll get into this preseason NFL NFC South. Talk about the Panthers, the Buccaneers, the Saints, and I always forget the last thing, and the Falcons. And we're gonna talk about some guys think about those teams in their upcoming season in the NFL. So once again, Gary Hughes with you, your host. We got Jay Coles over there. We got McCaddy over there. Let's pay some bills, y'all, and then we'll be right back.
Big time fan ready to level up your energy? Let's talk W Energy Drinks, the brand that's all about being better. Born from one guy's issue with the major big energy drinks, low quality ingredients, and weak flavors, W's taking on big energy with clean, high quality drinks that taste unreal. W's got no sugars, no artificial flavors, no dyes, and 0 calories. It's jitter-free, crash-free, and packed with over 15 unique custom-made flavors that thousands of people are loving every single month. From humble beginnings to taking on the giants, W's all about giving you clean, high-quality energy that tastes incredible. So whether you're grinding at work, hitting the gym, or just need a boost to your day, grab energy drink from Dubby. Be better, feel better. Let's get it. And as a special offer to our big time listeners, Dubby is offering you 10% off your order when you use the code BIGTIME during your checkout.